so much of the music that has happened has been really, really community, grassroots based. It's been, very old school community league organizing. I'm Ayla Brook of Ayla Brook and the Soundmen. I'm the lead singer and guitar player, songwriter. I always saw myself as a folk musician in the sense of I wanted to do it to play for my community, getting face to face with each other in whatever ways we can and celebrating each other. I mean, that's why I do what I do. It's sharing stories and sharing community.
The sweet hum of amplifiers. The pressure drops as the walls perspire. The kings and queens of the small town scene, in old leather and army green. The volume swells as the sun goes down. Lost in desolation sounds.
Just about a decade that I've been playing with these guys, on and off. Lots of trust there, lots of camaraderie.
There's a lot of other bands I have played with or filled in, and you just sort of show up and you play your parts and you practice and then you leave. We end up hanging out way more than we practice.
We weren't playing for anything other than to hang out with each other and get to create and get to perform on stage.
Playing music to me is a great outlet for escaping all the other pressures in life and stuff. And to do it with these guys is just a phenomenal pleasure.
They seem to like how I was barely audible. I think that was part of it. Acoustic guitar is a fine art. It's like a quiet tambourine. Like a succinct maraca.
I've been to the bottom and back so many times that I simply lost track. And I think I've hit my limit. This time.
It was Brent kicking me in the butt. He's like, so we should make a record, hey? I wanted someone to boss me around.
We got Terra Lightfoot to do it.
When you hire someone to drive the bus, you don't grab the wheel and try to fuck around. Like, you hired someone to drive the bus, so you let them drive the fucking bus.
I would like to do it again. I think you'll have better luck with that one. But we need to tighten up that takes my hand and leads me to the light. Takes my hand and leads me to the light. What the fuck was that?
I'm trying to think about how fast we went. It was over 60 miles an hour, so it didn't explode.
Well, who do we get to engineer? Emily Bachynski's name came up. She's a great tech, also a great singer. To have both Terra and Emily in the booth, they were so encouraging and they brought so much more out of me than I would have felt comfortable putting out. And then Terra pulling the reins in on a few things and be like, how about this and maybe this and no more fills, Skippy.
And then it was like, you get one fill. Okay, so make it count.
What do you think?
Hashtag free Skippy.
Here we go.
Friday the 13th. We should have known not to put a record out on Friday, March 13th.
Everything shut down 2 days later.
We had a big album release planned, and that didn't happen. But thankfully, our friends at the Starlite stepped up, and I think we were their second online streamed concert.
We had, a very small group of people that were there besides us, and it was mostly, techs and lighting and the camera people, and they were all in masks.
We didn't know quite how long and serious it was going to be. It was still like this amorphous fear monster.
It seemed to just come really fast and furious.
Everything grinding to a halt. The shutdown of live music, the shutdown of theater, everything. It was devastating.
It's fundamentally changed the way things are for all arts people around the world.
We all have either jobs or kids or families that take us into other people's bubbles. So we have to be super careful about when we can get together and not being too close to each other, which is sort of the antithesis of a bunch of buds getting together and playing music, is to try and not be as close as you can.
Young ones with old guitars.
Peter Chapman from the record label. He talked to his neighbors and we put the invite together.
It was a magnet for the immediate community, people coming out of their houses.
I just remember looking up and looking at the people and looking up at the sky and the sunshine.
Left you left you left you left you.
We kind of knew that it was going to be the last time we did something for a while. What about putting a band up on the roof? I didn't know at the time that there was a ladder involved, though.
There's the front entrance, then there's stairs, then there's more stairs, then there's a platform, and then there's a ladder.
A horse voice and a bending note are gonna lift you up. Lift you up. Lift you up. Lift you up. Heartbreak and desperate thoughts. We're happy with what we've got. The volume swells as the sun goes down. Lost in desolation sound.
Thank you guys for coming. This is our second show that we've played to people in 9 months, and we really, really appreciate you guys coming out. I just wanted to thank the Starlite Room, who is, just trying to make it work in a really impossibly shitty situation. So let's give it up for the Starlite Room. We need venues like this. We need them to start thinking outside the box, maybe on top of the box.
I think people are realizing, just with art in general, but definitely with music, how much it is part of what keeps them sane and keeps them even, gives them a way of dealing with the world and emotion.
There is light at the end of the tunnel, and we will be in a crowded bar again, where you're rubbing shoulders with everybody and drinking beer.
We build back, and we will be back.
This is called Cheap Microphone and Old Guitar. It's about community and everybody else, and thank you guys for coming out.
Mom sold bootleg goat's milk. Daddy wore braids and a beard. I grew up in a coyote house down the river from here. Never stepped in the highway, strolling out 145s. But every kind of thing, old dirt city from the concert halls to the dives on a cheap microphone and an old guitar. Cheap microphone and an old guitar. I'm a big star at the local bar with a cheap microphone and an old guitar. I know never go. But it helps to soothe my soul. Still like to get on the highway a few times a year. Through the gear in the band in a rental van and roll on out of here. Never stop dreaming about the big time, oh, but the small time suits us fine. Never get rich, go to scratch his head itch in a place where a cheap microphone and an old guitar. A cheap microphone and an old guitar. I'm a big star at the local bar with a cheap microphone and an old guitar. Cheap microphone and an old guitar. Cheap microphone and an old guitar. I'm a big star at the local bar with a cheap microphone and an old guitar. No, never, never go. It helps to my soul.
Just sort of really glad we did it, sort of, and to be able to still make things happen in a time of adversity is, feels like we won just a little bit, just a little, we won a battle.
We all experienced a shitload of loss, and we continue to experience a shitload of loss together, and recording this made us just come together and really realize we had each other to fall back on. That really helped us get through a lot of these hard times, and I hope that other people look to each other in the future. We're here to help each other out. I think that's a big bottom line.
Community has been a very common thread through, I think, all of the answers in the process.
Oh, so that's covered. Oh, so it's been covered. So it's okay. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, Skip.
He was at 87%.
You're like, boring,
now at
boring.
85, he'll never get the 2% of that battery back, right?
Yeah.
So, just...
Here's the only plagiarism in the whole interview. Give me a break.
That's a wonderful joke spin, but truthfully saying, yes, the community aspect to surviving a pandemic as an arts community, that is it.
We're gonna do this together. I get the last word.
You're right, Sean. Together.
Together, we're gonna do this.
Yeah,
We're gonna do this together. I'm gonna unplug the microphone right now.